Clare Bull, you're launching your company called Clare-Ver Education. We're here, as you can see in the background, Passmores. Tell me a little bit more about your business.
Yeah, thanks, Michael. So my company, Clare-Ver Education, is about supporting schools and trusts across the UK with their digital strategy. So I look at what their current technology is, look at their vision, look at their ethos, and make sure that the school has the technology that's fit for purpose.
And what does that mean? What does a school need, digital-wise, to be fit for purpose?
So with this day and age, pupils are engaged by technology, not only in school, obviously at home. So it's making sure that we have that flexibility of using traditional teaching and learning resources, but as well as using up-to-date technology to engage, to immerse. You know, things like virtual reality in education. It's not like a gaming headset. You can't walk round and pick up things and bump into people. This has been built for the classroom. And what this offers is accelerated retention of knowledge, because they're immersed in, perhaps they've gone down an animal cell inside a 3D world or something. So it's looking at all the different tech that's available, making sure that it's fit for purpose. But then on the other side, it's making sure that the teachers are trained to use that technology.
So a head teacher says to you, I've got year 10s doing all these different subjects. How can, doing GCSEs, the business end of school, how can you help?
Yeah, so, from a school's point of view, you have to look at the gaps in knowledge and interventions in place. So I've got two children that have both gone through secondary, and one went through A-levels, one went through college, and it's looking at that intervention. Now, things like the virtual reality is where you can fill those gaps very quickly. So a teacher would have those intervention gaps, and that's where you can fill with that piece of technology for that accelerated retention of knowledge.
We're sitting in a room, the fishbowl, wasn't it, here in Passmores? Yep. Computers everywhere. But do we still have quite a long way to go in education when it comes to IT?
Yeah, and I think one of the main reasons is budgets. It doesn't help. I look after 9 schools' budgets. I'm Chair of Governors of Hare Street Primary School, which is still a local authority, and I'm also a trustee here at Passmores. And budgets are an issue, and that's where sort of Clare-Ver Education comes in and says, okay, let's look at the strategy. Let's look at things like operational leases for a school, so it's affordable, it's sustainable, and the technology is there to enhance the learning.
Will your call, again going to the business end, that parents might ask, will what you're providing for the school help my child in their A-levels, in their careers, going to university? Absolutely.
So as a parent myself, I'll take my youngest son Luca as an example. He started college doing game design. Now, not all children are going to go and do game design. Some will branch out into the world of sport, for example. So I coach netball as well. And, using technology, it's cross-curricular. So it doesn't matter what subject you're in, technology can be used. It's not just, for the IT department. It's cross-curricular, it's throughout the whole school, and it engages pupils. So absolutely, from a parent's point of view, technology is the way forward. There's no hiding from it. You'll always need pen and paper and a calculator and maths. But actually, let's get the schools up to date with technology to enhance that learning.
But what's your background? Are you somebody who's just taking this up as a hobby now, a job? Or that sounds very patronising, but have you a professional journey here?
Yeah, so I've actually been in the world of education technology for 24 years. I've worked for some of the best edtech companies in the world, and alongside my Chair of Governors at Hare Street and my trustee position here at Passmores Multi-Academy Trust, I've got a wealth of experience and knowledge. about digital strategy, about technology, about teacher training, everything. And that's why I brought it together as a wraparound to Clare-Ver Education.
And we've met you here, but you've got some heavy equipment. And so it's not only is there a lot of equipment, and also are you looking not only within Harlow, but Essex and beyond?
Yeah, so it's throughout the whole of the UK. I have a network on LinkedIn, which is very huge, of CEOs of trusts, and I work with many of them, and individual local authority schools still. So yes, right across the UK. I'm used to being in my car and driving. That's what I've done for 24 years, in and out of schools. It's a passion of mine. It's not a hobby, it's passion.